What up, gang?
Listen. Welcome to the season 3 premiere. I'm wearing gold today.
Drop it low, girl.
I wore all white in the warm up because I was feeling godly. Now I'm wearing gold because I feel like $1 million.
Oh yeah, that's the theme. You're always gonna wear something and have like a theme behind it.
Of course, man.
$1 million,
That's
godly.
I told you we're gonna switch it up for season 3.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Cause season 3, I told you. I was texting you earlier.
Yeah.
Season 3 is gonna be full of some opinions.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in time in my life, I no longer care what these opinions are going to garner. Granted, I'm not going to say anything like over the top, or I might, but there are some things that we're going to get into today that, you know, I'm glad we're talking about it while it's still hot and fresh, because there's some things, bruh.
Some things.
But before we get into all of the goods, how you doing, brother?
Listen,
How's everything, son?
I'm Gucci. I ain't got no Gucci on, but I'm Gucci.
You Gucci.
Feel me? I'm good.
Ice man? I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that.
Let's toast our my imaginary drink to your
yeah. See, that's something to talk about. How's the 75 going, bro?
Oh, yeah. So I'm on day 29.
Day 29, okay.
Day 29, so day 29 of 75.
Those of y'all that want to also see how he did on the first go-around, check it out, because you talked about this, season 2? You did so this is the second time around.
It was the tail end of season 1 going into season 2.
Okay.
The first time I did the 75 hard, I lost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
It's well documented that at the end of my 75, I went on vacation to the Philippines and got back and stayed in vacation mode.
As one does.
And the 30 pounds I lost doing the 75, I gained that shit right back.
Wow.
So I'm in the verge of losing it again. When I started, when I had came to terms that I was going to do the 75 again and actually stick to it, because being honest, there was a lot of times in between that I attempted to start it and then failed.
Okay.
So this is technically my 5th time trying the 75.
Okay. It's not about how many times you try, bro.
Yeah.
No one cares about how many times you try. It's about the success, the succession.
So
son.
This is my
keep it up.
This is my 5th time doing it. I've only succeeded at it once.
Okay.
But as compared to the other times that I failed at it, this is the first time I went as long as I've had.
See, one would say that it's not failing because you kept going, like you kept trying at it. So it's only failing if you stop.
I guess.
So you didn't stop. You just, you ran into some speed
bumps.
bumps.
I had to keep, and you got to start over if you fuck it up. So I'm on day 29. Okay. When I came to an agreement that I was going to do it again, I weighed at that moment 300 pounds. Being honest. When I actually started, the 300 turned to 304. So I started the 75 hard at 304 pounds. Okay. I am currently at 289.
Nice.
So
nice.
It's working.
It's working. It's working.
My knees are thanking me.
Look at that. That's what it is, man.
My knees don't hurt as much.
That's what it is, man.
And it's crazy when I tell people how much I weigh, because since I have a lot of muscle, people don't assume that I weigh as much as I did. Okay. But people also have to realize when, yes, muscle is heavier than fat, but when you have a mixture of both of them shits, that shit is heavy.
What's that called? Husky?
Big back.
Oh,
big back. So I wanted,
not the little one.
I needed to unbig my back.
Yeah. See, it's because all them damn times you went to what was Houston, and you wanted to get all them damn turkey legs and smothered in whatever the heck you was talking about when you text me about those joints.
You know what it really is, bro? What it really is fucking portion control.
Yeah, bro. Yes.
Because I'm not gonna act like I eat the healthiest shit in the world, but I don't eat the nastiest, unhealthiest shit in the world either. It's just that I have moments when I'm hungry. There's no stopping it. Like, I'm not about to say I'm not about to be on like 600-pound life or some shit like that. Like when the motherfuckers be eating three pans of food.
Word.
But like, I'm the dude that you'll see at the event, and if there's food there, my plate is going to be at least to here. And every fucking square inch of that plate is covered. Yeah. And it's typically going to be 60% protein,
30%,
35% fucking starch, and the rest is vegetable. And it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to, if you're going to eat that much protein, which is good, the rest of that fucking plate should be vegetable. Yeah, and it should be like 2% starch.
Yeah.
I didn't. I
Yo,
wasn't
but portion
doing that.
control is really just about discipline.
That's it.
Like, cause honestly, what I do now is because I used to eat more, and I think it's like that eyes is bigger than the stomach thing was real. So it's like I don't want to leave food on the plate because it's like if I'm eating, it needs to all be gone because I feel like it's disrespectful to the cook, to the chef, whoever made it. And I don't want to throw this away, so I want to finish what's on the plate.
And I was raised like that. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were too.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
If there's food there, don't waste it.
Yeah,
Finish
I don't
it.
want to be throwing out food, people or whatever. But for me, it was like once I realized, like, especially now, cook the food and make your plate or whatever and put the rest away. Yeah. Like, don't even like keep it out no more because what happens is you go like, yo, it's still warm. Like, I can just put it back in the microwave. I can make another plate. Like, I can always buy more food. Yeah, absolutely. But like, take what's there, make your plate, and again, you can make whatever style plate you want, depending upon how you ate throughout the day, and just put the rest in the fridge. Because then you can save it for lunch, you can have it for another meal, you can do it on the style, but that's also conserving some money.
Exactly.
And with today's inflation, I think everybody could be happy about
it's
that.
working. Like, and then on top of that, I found, social media and the internet has its blessings just as much as it has its downsides to it. I've found a lot of pages to where you could be really creative with your meal prep. So you're not eating the same basic shit all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's another reason why a lot of people fail on their so-called diets, because it'll get real bad just eating a bland piece of chicken.
What if I told you it's all in the seasoning? If you switch it, like if you take the same piece of fish, but you add a different seasoning, the fish is gonna taste different.
Literally.
So you could do the meal prep like you said, but like switch up the spice, switch up the way that you prep it, the way that you cook it, because it could be the same thing, but like. If I use a lemon zest versus a lime zest, it's both citrus, but they're going to taste different. Exactly. And then your palate will be like, oh, I'm eating something completely different. So tricks your brain and all that.
One of my meal preps for this week were sliders.
Okay.
So a lot of people hear that and like, fuck you making sliders as a cautionary diet food kind of. And during my 75, I'm not on a so-called diet. What I'm doing with it is I'm not eclipsing a certain amount of calories in a day.
Okay.
And if I do get anywhere close to that, I have to make sure I burn a percentage of it more than I usually do.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not taking any more than 2,600 calories in a day.
Okay.
But since I'm taking that much calories in, I have to burn at least 1,300 calories.
Okay.
So
technically it's 1,300 for the day.
Yeah. But since I'm working out twice a day, that 1,300 is easy burned.
Yeah.
That 1,300 burned is easily turning into almost 2,000 calories burned. So I'm doing that. So the sliders I made, I think I made in each bowl there was 2 sliders. They're about like this big.
Okay.
I used Wagyu beef, seasoned. I didn't like douse it in salt, but the salt that I'm using is the it's not traditional table salt. It's the fucking, I keep forgetting it. It's like the
kosher salt.
It's not kosher. It's a healthier salt. Because it's
the Himalayan salt.
It's real fucking salt.
Oh, okay.
So like it's salt that they're pulling like fresh from the fucking water.
Oh, okay. All right. So, check you out.
And then you're not using a whole lot of it, so the sodium content isn't crazy. I think the meal in its totality came out to like 500 calories, which isn't for a meal. That's not bad at all.
That's not bad. That's not bad for a lunch.
Like we was having the conversation last week, had a fucking Little Debbie by itself for 500 calories. so for a meal, that's not bad at all. And I ain't gonna front. Like as we sit here now, I'm hungry as fuck.
Yeah.
But I'll get over it.
Mind over matter, bro.
Yeah, I'll have dinner after this. Plus, you have to drink a gallon of water a day, so the water
that helps flush the toxins out of your body and stuff. There's a lot of perks to this. Yeah. See, I want to do the 75 challenge. I'm not saying the other one because I'm going to say pause automatically after. But the other 75, the one that's a little easier, that's the one I could do where it's like maybe one workout a day. You got to kind of watch your diet.
No, so all of them are 2 workouts.
All of them are 2 workouts.
It just depends on the severity of the workout.
Ah, okay.
So Dante's not going to say it, but no Diddy. So I'm doing the 75 hard. There's also a 75 medium, and there's also a 75 soft.
Yo, no matter how you say it, it's no Diddy on all of it.
No Diddy, dog. So what the 75 hard consists of is 2 workouts. Each workout has to be at least 45 minutes. One of the workouts has to be outdoors.
Yeah.
You have to drink a gallon of water a day. You have to read 10 pages of a non-fictional book. And
that's dope.
Yeah, yeah. So
I like that.
And you have to go on some form of a diet. The 75 medium, 2 workouts. One of the workouts can be indoors, outside. It doesn't matter. They still have to be at least 45 minutes. The book can be any type of fucking book you want to read, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. And you have to drink a gallon of water a day. I missed out on something. In this hard version, you can't have any alcohol consumption through the 75 days. So I'm currently not drinking as well. On the medium version, you can drink, but you can only drink wine.
Okay.
On the soft version, you could drink, but you can't have more than 2 drinks in a week. So in the soft version, the workouts are in 45 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, the workouts are like 30 minutes. And they could just be like nonsensical workouts. And the diet you have to go on is not really a diet. You just can't wild out more than twice a week.
So disrespectful. Just nonsensical workouts. So you mean like jumping jacks?
No. Listen, don't get twisted. People play about jumping jacks, but that's actually a really fucking good workout.
I mean, yeah.
Because truth be told,
guess.
you would be so much healthier if you just did like 20 jumping jacks a day. Because you're that's a full body workout. You're working your entire body doing that shit.
I mean, I guess. Maybe if you add some like free weights to it or something.
No, but that's going to make it harder.
Yeah, but don't you want that kind of resistance?
A lot, and especially, it's going to sound crazy coming from me because I lift like free weights.
Yeah, you lift things up, you put them down. Yeah.
But it's actually much better if you're working out with just your body weight.
Oh, okay.
Like,
calisthenics.
Yeah. Like your body's going to thank you so much more. Like I did a body weight workout on Monday for legs, and you feel sore after workouts usually, but I felt good waking up this morning. Like, okay, this feels nice. My body feels stretched
I'm walking
out.
on sunshine. Whoa.
But yeah, so like I said, I'm on day 29.
That's good.
I'm not going front. It's not easy, and believe it or not, the hardest part of it, drinking a gallon of water.
Why?
Yo, and it's easy to drink a gallon of water when you're not consciously thinking that you have to drink a gallon of water.
Yeah, just that's why they say you do the lines on it. So it's like you drink to the next line, put it down, and you drink to the next line, you put it down.
When I first started, I would carry the fucking gallon of water with me. And then I'll get it would be like 10 at night, and I realized there's still this much water in this bitch. And you gotta like tug that bitch. I'm like, God damn.
You gotta drink your water, so stay hydrated.
So now I'm like, all right, cool. Like you seen the bottle I had.
Yeah.
Right? I'll drink about like fucking 10 to 15 of those a day.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Sheesh.
Because you have to make sure you get your gallon.
That's true. That's true.
So, and I'm spending a lot of money on fucking Poland.
And you know what else you spending? A lot of time on talking about how you doing.
My bad,
Your 75 is cool, but we gonna move on now, son.
bad.
And I know the viewers are gonna be like, yeah.
Dante, how you doing?
Get him off his soapbox. I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet. I'm good. It's like, nah. Yeah, but long story short, I am good though.
It's the chocolate all over again, bro. You can't get me into shit. But
sorry, but you know what it is? I am happy that you're doing good, son. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. There's nothing to really highlight, nothing really go over. I got some gems that we'll drop as we go throughout it.
You sure? I got a marker. Just saying.
I'm good. Okay? I'm good. We don't need to go into any details. I'm good for now. If I need to recircle and revisit, I will, but I'm good. I'm good. Overall, I'm good, son.
That's good to hear.
But going around on the world, because we got to get into some topics.
Yeah, man. Yo,
we got to get into some things.
It's been a lot going on.
There's been some shenanigans. I don't want to get into the shenanigans too quickly. You know which 2 stories I'm talking about.
What's the name of that nightclub you go to? You mean shenanigans?
You mean shenanigans?
The shit with the crazy shit on the wall?
Nah, we got some things to talk about, and there's some things that are actually like pretty serious that we just found out about like earlier today of the time of this recording. There was an event that happened in Baltimore. We're gonna cover that a little bit.
Yeah, prayers up to
that is crazy.
I woke up to that.
And we're gonna get into the shenanigans because we start off a little heavy, because we want to make sure. And then it's like the 75 challenge. Then we start to lighten up, and then
Yeah, I've been on that.
Go
bridge.
from there.
I've been on that bridge.
Yeah,
like, just driving in that area, and that bridge is really high, so I can only imagine being on that shit, and as it just.
See, my question though is like, because when I first seen it, because they were covering it like all day.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, it just like the captions that I was reading was like bridge collapses in Baltimore. So I just thought it was like a bridge collapse. Then I come to find it's a freaking boat, big ass boat, went and hit one of the the columns that's keeping it, together or whatever. And it's like, for me, it was like, did you see where the boat was and how big it was?
Yeah.
How the hell?
So,
and number two, who the hell is driving this boat?
So, and this is why it's good to speak on things like this, because I've been arguing with people online about this show all day. You know me.
I know how you do. You be in the comments, bro.
Because since we're in an election year, of course, these fucking MAGA simpletons, and that's what we're gonna call them. And if you support MAGA and you watch the show,
hey,
I don't care if I hurt your feelings, because
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
We gonna move on.
Literally, but they tried to make it a political issue.
How?
They're trying to say that the government spends all their money on other things and not infrastructure, and that's why this happened. A fucking boat hit a column. And the crazy part is, people like to speak on things before they get full stories. And that's why you wait on shit to develop before you start talking. So this shit happened at 2 a.m. It started to basically blow up and break out, I want to say sometime around 6, 7. Fucking, they didn't show the full video because there's actual camera footage of what took place. Yeah. Because obviously,
I know there's some time lapse involved with it.
There's no fucking way somebody just deliberately drove a boat into a bridge, especially a cargo ship.
That joint was big, bro.
Big as hell.
Like, that wasn't no little ass tugboat, yo.
So what happened? And I'll put the clip up with this portion of me talking about it. The fucking boat lost power.
Okay.
The boat loses, and it's all on video. So the boat goes pitch black. I want to say, I don't want to put it in yards, but if I had to guess, it was probably like 2 football field lengths away from the bridge when it originally loses power. You can see them trying to restore all the backup generators because the power cuts back on as they're about this close from the column. But at that point, it's either they literally try to fucking dead stop this bitch or try to turn it. But then if they try to turn it, guess what's going to happen? The boat's going to
tip over.
I don't even think they even thought about that because what happens is as they got closer to the bridge again, the power cuts off again. So it wasn't deliberate. It wasn't a mistake or fault of anybody. Okay. The fucking boat lost power.
Yeah. See, and that's why I wanted to know how the hell, who the hell? Because, bruh,
because that
wasn't that was legit on some wild. Yeah. Because I'm watching the video and, bro, I don't have a problem with bridges and things like that, but I get why people do. Because they say stuff like, what if this, and to see this happen, yo, bro, I'm going to tell you like this, I'm freaking out. I know how to swim. I know what you should do if the car going, but bruh, in that moment,
in the situation,
that joint had to be crazy.
In a situation like that, there's only so much you could do, being that you're already so high up, and then on top of that, those are one of those bridges where there's top to it.
Yeah, there's like the metal on it or the metal railings.
So it's not like you're falling and then you just fall. There's stuff on top of you, and you're in a car too, so that shit gets pressurized real fast. So if your windows aren't open or if your doors aren't open, there's a chance you're fucking trapped in the car. So like, it's a lot, and it didn't happen in like a lot amount of time. It was instant. Yeah, the boat hit it, and the bridge almost destructed immediately
as soon as it went under and hit the column.
So you had no time to react.
Yeah.
So it was just a horrible situation, man. And they said they were able to pull one of the. It's not funny, but one of the guys got out and refused to go to the hospital. Like he said, he got out the water, he changed his clothes, and went home. So some people want, not say everybody, but some people on Twitter making jokes like, who the fuck is he hiding from? Yeah. Why would you not go to the hospital? Everybody's not built with I'm going to get money out of this. Some people are just happy to be alive.
And then not for nothing, he might have also been in shock. Like, when you go through something traumatic, it's like everybody handles it a little differently.
And you have to worry about there's a chance that he might have survivor's guilt. Because to be in a situation like that and to come right out of it, when you know that there's 7 people still missing who they haven't found at this moment as we're talking, and to know that that's happening because there's a big ass story like that, like, it's sad, man. And the fucking captain of that boat now has to live with the guilt of that happened on his watch.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you said, this was an unforeseen thing.
Yeah,
It's
but-
like I would assume that, again, I don't work on the boat. I don't work on the dock. I would assume that things were checked before, like prior to leaving. That's the best that I can do in terms of preparation.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I
ship
can assume that they did everything they needed to.
A ship of that magnitude is more than triple checked because not only are the people on the boat checking it, the people on the ports and the docks they're leaving are checking it as well.
Yeah.
So human error is always going to happen, and that's all it was. And it sucks that people had to pay the price either with their lives or with mistakes that they probably couldn't control. And that's what I mean by that captain is probably gonna have to go to therapy and things of that nature because people's lives were lost over something he probably had no control over. And I pray to God that nothing comes out that says like, oh, he did something deliberate.
Yeah.
That would fucking be crazy.
That'd be wild.
But
that'd be some shit.
The shit that bothers me the most on it is for people to just to run wild and start saying like literally a fucking person. I'm not putting his name out because I'm not for giving you guys people's names and so you can go look at their content and trying to push their narrative. But somebody who has a huge fucking conservative following and this shit had over 20,000 likes to it, blame that shit on Joe Biden.
How? How is how? I just want to know how.
Somehow Joe Biden was driving the boat.
If he wasn't president, then the boat wouldn't. Cause with the thing, had he not exactly, you see, it makes sense. You just gotta, yeah, absolutely.
Don't get me started. Like,
I love, this is why I don't know why you be in the comments because I can't deal with that. Son.
It's just me, and I'm not saying you can't because that's just how I operate. I can't live in the world where I could just sit there and watch somebody just be stupid. Like that shit bothers the fuck out of me.
The what is it? The law? I don't know if it's not the law, but Darwinism is real.
Yo, but
survival of the fittest.
We live in a world where it's so fucking easy to be smart.
And
now
if you want to choose to remain,
is right here.
And if you want to choose to remain ignorant, why am I gonna waste my time when I know you could do what I'm doing? If I want to know,
it blows my mind.
Let me say, I don't even gotta. Fine, I won't go on the internet. I won't go to the library, but I can talk to people. I can understand and want to learn from. They don't care. That's the problem. That's why when you be jumping in the comments, I'm like, yo, you better than me because I know where this is going. They're not gonna change their mind, especially an adult, bro. They're not gonna change their mind. They're not gonna be like, you know what? You're right, man. You're right.
We'll get into the next topic, but you know where a lot of it comes from as well.
What
is that? Dealing with racism and shit like that. A lot of people just assume that people from where I'm from are ignorant. Define ignorance.
Ignorance is not knowing something. That's legit what ignorance is. Not knowing something.
For a huge portion of human society to think that black people are ignorant, it bothers me when motherfuckers just choose to be it. Like that fucking irritates me. Because you can easily find this shit out.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's what I mean.
You could though. So you kicked it in the leg.
I mean, it's going to kick in the leg and run the other way. It's going to get kicked in the leg and start drinking water. That's what you're saying?
Speaking of horses, I just want to let you ladies know, stallions are male horses. Stop calling yourself stallions. that bothers me as well.
You are stupid.
Yo.
I like that drop bar.
I was going to say, I don't know where that was going, but I'm here for it.
Listen, oh my God. I've been saying that shit for years. Like, shout out. Hey, listen, I think Meg is great, but stallions are male horses. I'm sorry. But go ahead, D. Go ahead.
Wasn't Rocky the Italian stallion? Wasn't that a thing? Like when the Rocky movies was out? I mean, I'm just, but what do I know? I'm chilling. As we move along, because we do hope that everything, definitely, absolutely, like all jokes aside, we do hope everything, those people, those families, like we pray for them that everybody's okay. I can only hope and pray for the best. But yeah, I really do. I really do hope and pray for the best for that. But as we move on to some lighter topics, I mean, maybe this next one, because I want to end with a little kung fu at the end. We're going to end with that one.
Okay.
We could move on into No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly speaking, I have a lot of things that I need to get off my chest in general about this, bruh.
It's light deter in the sense of it's not as bad as the boat situation, but in what he's being accused of is not light at all.
No, the reason it's not. We don't got to say it in that regard. It's just, have you seen the way that people are reacting to what's going on?
Yes.
It's joke central.
No diddy.
It's joke central.
I literally just
but
did it at the beginning.
The reason
of the
why, the reason why I don't have a gripe with it is just, have you realized how quick and severe things are going for Diddy? And the dude, Brian Peck, I guess that's his name, the Nickelodeon dude, ain't nobody knocking on his door or nothing. And hear me, I know you talked about this in the warm-up, that it was nothing like that he inherently did. However, let's not be ignorant to the fact that you know how when a person is manipulating power.
You said Brian Peck.
That's the dude, right?
That's the guy that actually got arrested for assaulting Drake Bell.
I'm talking about the one.
Dan Schneider.
That dude.
Okay.
That dude. He was in Good Burger because I remember him, the one that was ordering the burger.
We need more sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I remember him. He was the manager. Yes. Him.
Thanks for your sauce, Ed.
Regardless of the person, you know what I'm talking about. I just find it crazy.
Yeah, that scene is wild now. When he was getting that, we need more sauce. That man Dan is a freak.
Yeah, but as everything is going on with Diddy,
no Dan,
no Dan, exactly. No, but see that one's wild because that involves kids, and
Grace gonna be like, "How big of a freak are you?" No Dan.
I draw the line. There's some lines I got to draw right here.
No
but
Dan.
What I was saying is,
Snyder,
it's crazy to me how quick and how severe they're moving on Diddy. And granted, I'm not condoning none of the bullshit that he did. Beretta did that shit. Everything that they saying, I believe he did it. And Diddy. Okay. Everything they're saying that he did, I believe he did it in a shape, form, or fashion. Because, bruh, if I own a company, ain't no way in hell I'm selling that company to nobody. Because if I know it's mine and I didn't do nothing, what am I selling my stuff for?
But you, in on the same token, with business, it's better he comes out on top of it now and sell his shares of it, because it's America. It's supposed to be guilty, innocent until proven guilty. But we all know how it goes. It's guilty until we prove you innocent. Mm-hmm. So, if he was to stay head of that company as he's going through all of the things he's going through right now, he's devaluing his company. Mm-hmm. So he can always get on top now and then possibly buy back in. Mm-hmm. It's smart business to get to sell it off now. Mm-hmm. Because let's say if he doesn't beat any of these charges and he actually does see prison time over this, at least he has money waiting for him.
Yeah.
If he was to get convicted of any of these crimes and he was still leading these companies as it's happening, those companies go right in the toilet. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of smart for him to do what he did.
I hear what you're saying, but the skepticism of me says, if I know I didn't do nothing, because there are companies where there are things going on and people don't sell their companies. They roll with the punches and people forget about it or whatever the case is.
To this severity?
To this severity, no. But what I'm saying is, regardless of if you stay or you go, it still makes you look guilty. Because I get what you're saying. A business move, yes, he's making money and things like that. But if this is something that you know you didn't do, if you have a good team that can prove you did not do these things, yes, the severity is crazy. Mm-hmm. But that's why I feel like Beretta did that shit. Because if you could prove otherwise, why wouldn't you put your best foot forward to prove otherwise?
I'll give you a prime example. When What's-His-Face said that racist shit, the old Clippers owner. Mm-hmm. If he would have sold before any of that shit came out, he would have made buku amount of money. Mm-hmm. He was forced to sell the team for way less than he would have because he did what he did, and he refused to give the team
because he did what he did is what you said. Yeah. If he didn't do it, then everybody would have been like, "Oh, okay." But he could. It wouldn't have devalued. You say that.
That's not how that shit works.
How do you money talks? If somebody wants to say like, "Oh, they were just going after me for money" or whatever the case, because if you beat it, if you didn't do it, that's not going to be negative against you.
Think of all the athletes who've been accused of rape and weren't able to continue their careers after they were proven innocent.
Because afterwards they had already given up at that point.
No,
right?
they didn't give up.
So which specific times are you speaking on?
No, like all right. I'm trying to remember a boy named that played for Auburn. He's in the Canadian Football League right now. He got accused of raping some girl as he was entering the NFL draft. Mm-hmm. Beat the charges. The girl came out and said she lied on him. Yeah. Sean Oakman, that's his name. Okay. I was thinking about it as I'm talking. Girl came out and said, the shit was falsified. It never happened. Mm-hmm. NFL still wouldn't want to touch him because now that story is always going to be with him. Mm-hmm. This nigga was nasty in college.
Yeah.
You've probably seen the video. You ever seen that fucking meme of the big ass football player with his?
Oh, with that dude?
Yeah.
He played for Oregon.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he played for Baylor.
Baylor, yes, that's what it was. That's what the green got me. The green got me.
But he's still playing football professionally right now.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL wouldn't touch him because the lure of that story was still with him, even though he was proven innocent.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up that we do that, but in America, that shit happens. Like I'm being real with you. I think what fucking Dan Schneider was doing was gross, but he technically didn't do anything illegal. But yet, that man has not been able to really work since 2018 because of all that shit that he was being accused of.
What was Dan Schneider doing before 2018 though? Because honestly, I know him.
No, he was still heading all their shit.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you talking about like the new Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Nickelodeon in years,
Because we're
so
old as fuck.
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know what he's in charge of.
But
That's why I'm asking you. What has he done?
He was still basically a big shot at Nickelodeon.
Oh, chill with the headshot.
Lord. Oh Lord. but he was still big with them over there at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. They gave that man a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2015.
Yeah.
And half the people who were in that documentary talking about it were on stage with him having it presented.
Yeah, I did see a lot of those screen grabs.
And here's the crazier part. As much as a lot of people don't fuck with him, a lot of those people who were on those shows, even the kids, still stand by his side. Like, I don't know, like, a lot of people don't know. So if you watch That's So Raven on Disney Channel, and if you watch Zoe 101 on Nickelodeon, I hated Zoe 101.
I thought that was your favorite show.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it was that Declassified. Because you like what's his name?
Who?
The Cookie.
Simon Nelson.
You like Cookie.
Cookie. That's my dude. That's the funniest guy on fucking kids TV ever. He made that show. But fucking so like I was saying, damn, you fucked me up with the cookie
My
shit.
bad, bro.
Here we go. I'm back. So the black kid from Zoe 101 is brothers to the little brother on That's So Raven.
Oh,
They're actually like blood brothers.
they look alike all this whole time. I just never knew that they was actually related. All right.
Their mom came out and
I heard with their mom.
Support.
Yeah, I saw that.
Of them.
I saw that.
Basically saying, "Oh, y'all can."
She blamed the parents. She was like, "It's their parents' fault because I wouldn't have let that happen to my kid."
So
is what she tried to say.
Yeah, and some kids feel like that. Like Drake Bell, for everything he went through, still fucks with Dan Schneider. Because he said that the only person who was really there for him when he went through what he went through was Dan Schneider. So I'm not about to sit up here and defend all the creepy and weird shit he was doing because it was obvious what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
He's like, Amanda Bynes is gone, dog. Like, I'm praying for her. I don't know that lady. Like, and growing up watching somebody on TV that you kind of idolize and hope to one day be in the level they were on, to see what she's going through in her life right now, something was happening.
Yeah.
But like I said, as much as people want to kill Dan Schneider for it, he technically, and they haven't proved anything, he technically hasn't done anything illegal.
Yeah.
So when it goes back to Diddy and why he had to basically give a lot of the shit up right now, because at the end of the day, Diddy always came off to me as a fucking creep.
Always.
It
was always something. I could never quite put my finger on it. Pause, because I don't know what's going on with that finger. But I've always expected he was into some. You know what it was? It was that Making the Band shit. When he made them walk all the way over to Junior's to go get him a cheesecake. You know, when damn well it was closed, that let me know, like, this is a power-hungry dude at the bare minimum.
And
that makes sense.
Bare minimum.
It's so much shit that he does. It's just like how he'll sign an artist, blow them up, use them for what they were, and just kick them to the curb. Like,
yo, Day 26 was nice.
Mace says some shit on fucking 106 in Park with Free and AJ in 2002 that went over a lot of motherfuckers' heads. At that time, Diddy was talking about coming out with a gospel album. So Free and AJ asked Mace, because this is when Mace was still a reverend. He's like, how do you feel about Diddy coming out with a gospel album? Mace's response to that was, would you guys want RuPaul to come out with a gospel album? And they didn't react to it. It literally went over all their heads. This is 2002. Mace has been telling people Diddy been on this shit for years.
You know what it was? Because this is when Mace was doing that transition, like you said.
Yeah.
So everybody was like, "Oh, Mace is crazy. Ain't nobody listening to Money Mace being a pastor."
Yo, so people close to him, and then you somewhat got to take at the time what Mace was saying with a grain of salt, because we all know what they were going through, like financially, like they didn't fuck with each other over money.
Yeah.
So a lot of people was like, he just talking because he upset.
He's hating, yeah.
But
yeah.
Diddy blackballed a lot of motherfuckers, and to a point to it, like what's her face from Danny Kane, Aubrey, what's her name?
Aubrey,
whatever.
That girl. Aubrey, though, is her first name.
She constantly goes on about how Diddy was just this fucking monster. Because you talking about how when you feel like Diddy giving rid of all his assets makes him look guilty, him settling with fucking Cassie so fast, to me, is what made him look guilty. That shit lasted a day.
Aubrey, speaking of that, Aubrey's last name is O'Day. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. You knew it the whole time. But no, I definitely agree with you on the whole him and Cassie thing. That was always weird to me because you have a peep, and again, I'm not going to tell a man how to live his life, but they were together for what? 15 years? Some like crazy odd number, and nothing?
He does that with his women though. He did that shit to Kim Porter. God bless her soul. He had all them kids with her. Never married her.
And again, I'm not going to tell him.
Yo, a lot of people don't know this. When he was fucking with J-Lo, he was cheating on Kim Porter with Jennifer Lopez and was publicizing it.
Wow.
That man had a whole girl at home, but was putting out in public that Jennifer Lopez is his woman.
Literally.
He made a fucking song talking about Jennifer Lopez coming back to him. Did a whole fucking video. Really remember that shit, Genuine?
I remember it, son.
Take that.
To take that dance.
Yeah. The nerve of this nigga.
That's crazy. I really don't like that.
Then she passed away. You want to be like, I'm changing my name to Love? Get the fuck out of here,
Yo, when I ain't gonna hold you. When Snoop went from Snoop to Lion, everybody was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yo, when he tried to go from Diddy to Love, I was like, this some shit. Because, bruh, he's never been that much into love and peace and hey, man. He's never been that dude, bro.
Listen, it's a way
never been that dude. And now all of a sudden I'm supposed to turn around and think that this is how you're going to live. You could change all you want, but do you want me to believe it? Come on, son.
And truth be told, as this shit starts to come out more and more, it's our fault too, man. Because when motherfuckers have money, we allow them to just do whatever the fuck they want.
They get a pass the whole time.
They get a pass on everything,
yes.
Bro. Oh, well, you can say what you want, but Diddy's worth $1 billion.
Exactly. Because that is the exact argument that everybody used to say. Hey, you say what you want about what he do to people, but he got this and he do that. And y'all gave him excuses from day one.
You remember how fucking heavy I was on Kanye? But when he was saying some bullshit,
same.
I can't fuck with that.
Bruh, Kanye had me for a minute.
Yeah.
Then he started going on his crazy shit, and I'm like, yo, I'll try to separate the art from the artist. And then it was like, I can't even enjoy the art no more.
I had niggas coming at my neck like, yo, you don't know him though. So what? So what he's doing is wilding.
And as a man, my morals is set a certain way. So it's like, if you going against my morals, what I look like supporting you, and you're not even aligning with my morals. Listen. I don't care if I don't know you. You on some other shit, and I'm supposed to just be like, oh, well, I like the fact that, no.
I grew up listening to you, so I'm going to just support you blindly.
That sounds dumb.
That's dumb.
That sounds dumb.
Yo, and so I say it's somewhere our fault too, man, because we put these celebrities sometimes on pedestals to where they just feel like they're fucking God. And he's going to deal with it the worst way because Diddy has said multiple times that he is a fucking God. And now he's going to pay the ramifications of it. I remember somebody jokingly said, oh, Diddy must have been trying to buy CNN the way they come at them. The way they come at them, that nigga was trying to buy CNN. But it just...
He's stressing now.
A huge part of me wants to pray and hope that all this shit is just...
I want it to be false. Yeah. I want it to be false because as a brother, I want it to be false for him.
I'm tired of watching our successful men just fall off.
But do I think he did it? I wasn't there.
Did he did that shit?
But if everybody, look, because it's not just one person. There are people who are saying, and there are video. You seen the video where he hugging Tank? Was it Tank or Javante? I think he was hugging Javante. He was like at a party or something like that. He literally picked him up and scooped him. Javante looked him in his face like, yo, bro, don't do that. Like, that's how he gets down, like, on the regular.
You might say Tank big as hell. He does shit.
Nah,
you mean Javante Davis?
Yes, Javante Davis.
I thought you thought Tank the singer.
No. See,
Tank big as hell.
no. I'm talking about Javante Tank Davis. Yes, he was at one of his parties and he scooped him up, and Javante was like, bro, don't do that. And it's, yo, what Cat Williams say? You gotta tell him no. Yo,
Listen, when
say
he
what
was
you
calling
want.
Meek Mill daddy in the pool.
That's what I'm
like,
saying, and it's things that's like, yo, I don't want it to be true, but my level of optimism for this, it ain't too high, man. It ain't too high, son. So I'm gonna stick. I hear what you're saying about financially, it makes sense, but I'm sticking to my skepticism of saying he doing it because he trying to get the fuck out of Dodge because he got held up at the airport. He was trying to get on that private jet. There was a whole stand right here for a second.
The private jet was found.
I'm teasing.
Yeah.
I know. Because he had his people that he was waiting on outside.
There was a meme that said he gonna try to fly with fucking Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons was like, nah, they got my hide spot. Damn, bro, they all out there wilding, bro. The crazy. Here's the even crazier part. Diddy getting killed for all this shit that fucking Trump has been actually found guilty of, and this motherfucker might be our next president.
You want to talk about getting away with some shit? My boy, what was that? Almost damn near half a billion.
Yo,
excuse me.
this nigga,
$500 million.
Listen.
And they was like, nah, I don't think he did it. We'll just reduce it down to a measly 175. And I say measly for him, because I know he could easily find it somewhere.
Here's the even crazier fucking part.
You saw my quotes? He's going to find it somewhere.
This motherfucker has been screaming for the last 3 years about how he's worth like triple of what he was before he became president. Like how he was a billionaire when he got in office, and now he's like into like 4 or 5 billion. When they originally said that the thing he had to pay was like 485 million,
yeah,
he cried.
That was his original one. Yeah,
say he couldn't afford it. So they knocked it down to 175. Do you know what they're doing right now?
What?
They have a GoFundMe so his fucking supporters can pay it.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yo, yeah, great drop. Yes, but am I surprised? Because you know they still think he won.
You know what's even crazier?
You know they still think he won.
You know what's even crazier?
So technically this would be his third term if he wins, because according to them.
You know what's even crazier? You motherfuckers are actually paying in that GoFundMe for him. What the fuck is... Somebody tweeted something earlier.
Is this thing on?
Somebody tweeted something earlier, and I wholeheartedly agree with it. Americans are fucking stupid, bro.
Because I told you we're a first world, third world country. Like when it comes to first worlds, we're like at the bottom of the first world list, but we're that rung above the third world. We're right there, man. And it just gets more and more ghetto, especially with Dollar Tree being $7 maximum for it. When has Dollar Tree ever been popping ever for them to be charging $7 for anything?
I told you off the show a couple of weeks ago that I had to explain to a bunch of people how fucking inflation works.
Yeah.
And they were basically like, nah, it's Biden. Biden can't control other companies. Like,
listen, yes, he can. He can do everything.
That's not how this shit works.
It's all his fault, Sean. Where have you been?
You sure about that?
It's all his fault, all right?
You sure about that?
Anything. If there's an eclipse, if there is a gas shortage, if there are zombies, Biden has done it, okay?
Yo,
get the memo, Sean.
Did you hear that drop? That drop is hilarious.
I know, I love it. You sure about that?
You sure about that? That's why? You sure about that?
Yo, they got the best drops here, bro.
Yo. Marv, that drop is hilarious.
I love that drop. You sure about that? I love that drop, son.
Nah, yo, but like, I'm telling you, bro, people are crazy, dog.
Listen, that's the world we live in.
And it's just like, and I'm happy we got into Diddy because it goes back to something I said a few years ago. A lot of black people want to fight for equality and they want things to be different for us, but the way they go about it is insane. Which leads me to believe a lot of you motherfuckers don't want equality. Y'all just want to be in a position to do the same stupid shit that these motherfuckers are doing.
Yeah, that's equality.
And this is how people like Diddy and other motherfuckers like that get caught up because they don't want us to be in peace and racism to decease and be over with. They just want the same fucking power that these motherfuckers have. And guess what comes with that fucking power? Stupidity.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say great responsibility, man.
Get the fuck out of here. No, that's every time I watch Spider-Man, I get mad at that because that's not what it is. All them niggas.
But Uncle Ben said
most of them motherfuckers up top are fucking morons.
Well, listen, you want to know how they got there? The smart thing to do is hire someone else to do it, and you take all the credit. Duh, because then you don't got to do anything.
This nigga Elon Musk got mad at Don Lemon for asking him, well, if Twitter is running so bad right now, don't you own it?
But that's not my fault.
And he looked at him like, how dare you?
We love it. Because this gives us things to talk about. But the last thing that I do want to cover before we get out of here today is the lighter of the three.
Okay.
You could admit that.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
In the Instagrams and the TikToks, it's been the wild, wild west out there. You know, oh, we got a supporter, OVO supporter. That actually is a great transition.
I am not choosing sides.
Yes, you are. Apparently, you are.
I just like this hat.
Listen. I was talking to my girl about this.
This hat match with my sneakers. I am not choosing sides.
Apparently, we're supposed to treat this like these are our cousins. Like this, like if your cousins are beefing. If y'all don't know what's going on out there in the rap world, we got some beef going on. And personally, I'm really excited. But for a different, like if this was back in the day where people get into beef and like there's like actual consequences, violence that happens, then I'd be like, oh, okay.
This more like
this is gonna be raps, bro.
I'm
excited because of the music that's about to be dropping from this.
And you know why I fucks with it the most? Because I think it's all a ploy to just get everybody riled up.
Yo, that's exactly what I've been thinking, bro. Because these
niggas are all friends.
When I tell you I'm not falling for this no more and getting excitable like, oh yeah, they're about to be. Because if you think about why they're beefing, if those, you know what, let's dial it back because some people may not really know what's going on. Yeah. In case you aren't aware of what's going on, we got a two-way beef. It's
technically 4.
Technically, Metro's in there.
No, 5.
The 5, yeah. We got a whole Royal Rumble match going on in the rap world.
WrestleMania!
Where basically you got Kendrick Lamar, you got Future, you got Metro Boomin on one side, and you got Drake, and by default, J. Cole got thrown into it. Yo, you know what it reminds me of? You ever seen 40-Year-Old Virgin, the extended one, where Kevin Hart is arguing with the other dude, and they going back and forth or whatever? He's like, yo, I'm about to come back through, and I'm about to clap up all y'all. And Steve Carell was like, wait, but what did I do? He's like, it don't even fucking matter.
That's your boy?
You just got clapped up with him. That's what's going on right now, son. J. Cole literally gave a shout out to Kendrick.
He didn't though.
He did.
No.
He did.
I told you. He kind of threw a shot at him in the same fucking.
In the same manner.
In the same fucking chorus.
Because you know what bar I'm talking about, yes. where he talks about basically the Mount Rushmore of the big three.
He said the big three.
Yeah. Now I need to know from you, bro.
So if you,
because there are people who are listening who think that you don't know about these raps, so you got to let them know.
If I'm not mistaken,
what you getting?
Listen. We've been talking about it a lot, so I might be wrong, but I'll fact check myself. But if I'm not mistaken, it was either that same fucking song or in Evil Ways where Cole himself threw a shot at Kendrick. When he started talking about how he's stepping on the big stepper. We were talking about this off camera. Yeah, we were talking about this off camera. So,
yeah.
And when somebody tweeted that shit and it caught my attention, I'm like, it all makes sense. But my thing is, for all the years that we were fucking been teased about a possible Kendrick and J. Cole album,
I knew you was gonna say that.
And for it to never happen, for then J. Cole to align himself so heavily with Drake, it could have kind of been like, all right, Kendrick on some bullshit, so I'm going to just
go this side,
go that way.
Honestly, like, because I was talking to my girl about this. Kendrick and J. Cole like legit. That's the one who said we need to treat them like cousins because like she loves both of them. So the fact that she's realizing like, yo, that album is more than likely never gonna happen. I said, yo, the silver lining is we're about to get some great music. Yeah. Because at bare minimum, at least we gonna have these niggas rapping. Yeah. Which I'm here for because I like both of them in terms of being rapidy raps. I'm here. But we got a little bit of time.
No. That's not what I'm looking. When did Kendrick put that diss out?
That disc came out, I'm comfortable saying this past weekend, so maybe about 5 days ago?
About 5 days, almost a week.
Yeah, roughly. No response.
Has Drake responded yet?
Drake has responded in the
Nah,
most
that's
Drake.
not a
Hear me out.
response.
Hear me out.
That
Hear me
is
out.
not
Because
a
you know what I'm going to
response.
say.
Go ahead.
And I was actually teasing the fact because he responded in the most Drake way possible.
No.
Because yes, he did. Have you seen what he's been tweeting? I'll be putting on his Instagram.
That's corny.
Exact. But
I watched Meek Mill.
You want
I
me-
watched Meek diss him.
You want
And
me
he
to
went
say?
at Meek immediately.
See you know what it is? I told you I'm gonna look right at the camera. I told you I was gonna do this in the warm up. I'm pissing him off on purpose because he doesn't even realize that we're actually siding together because I'm making fun of Drake. But I'm gonna let him keep going. Go ahead, Sean.
Anyway,
I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make these niggas that?
it's also hilarious how the Boondocks is like the Simpsons and predicting all black
Everything.
all black futures. But, my thing is,
Yeah.
Drake being a bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Agreed.
And he knows that Meek wasn't as lyrical as him.
Kendrick is.
That's not the fraud. That's fact.
Let Kung Fu Kenny come out.
Yo,
bruh.
if
Kung Fu Kenny,
But he
whoa,
needs to.
bruh.
He
Sorry.
needs to.
I'm really excited for these dudes to beef, bruh.
But Drake not gonna do it.
Doesn't matter because I want Drake to tag in J. Cole. That's fine, even if it's just for a song, son. Just tag him in one time because then Kendrick gonna come back and listen. I don't think it's gonna be anything more than the music. If it evolves into something, hear me out because you got to remember there are some theorists out there, some skeptics that believe like just because rappers say things about people getting shot that they set them up. Like there's, you know what they said
Not with these three
about.
niggas.
Hear me out, and that's where I'm going with it. Because remember what they said about with Drake and Triple X. They said essentially that Drake set him up.
Man,
But hey, hear me out. I didn't say it.
Aubrey,
That's what I'm saying.
Jimmy.
We talking about wheelchair Jimmy? But no, they say.
Now let's not get twisted. Drake got pulled in Toronto.
I agree.
That nigga, that's his city.
Oh yes.
But
Honestly, he put Toronto on the map because it wasn't. What I don't
Have
personally
you been to
know.
Toronto?
Yes. No. I haven't been to Toronto. I want to go.
Listen,
definitely on my bucket list.
As many as cities as I've been to,
You've been to Toronto,
and rappers are from these fucking cities. I've never been to a city where the person is the city. There was not one moment. Let me not say that. There was not a fucking day that we were out there that somebody from there did not mention Drake. If you listen to the radio, that's all they talking about.
Like Toronto's popping, but bro, it's Canada.
Yo, I'm trying
So
to.
when Drake shouts them out, it's like, yeah, bro, we're gonna definitely run with this because think about it. Anytime somebody made fun of anything, they always brought up Canada.
I'm trying to remember who it was where he literally got them to let this nigga into the country because they wasn't trying to let him in the country.
It's Drake in Toronto.
Yo, but
it's Drake.
To have Toronto's a big ass city.
Like I said,
to walk around, that nigga that's his city.
I'll throw this out to you. Other than Drake being from Toronto and the Raptors being from Toronto, what do you know about Toronto? And don't say Carnival.
The Maple Leafs.
You're annoying.
I watch hockey.
Shut up.
Gretzky.
I hate you. I really do.
Syrup.
That's what you're gonna go with?
Nigga,
Syrup?
Degrassi? All the way from?
Anyway, like I was saying, when it comes to these, like this beef.
Shout out to Manny.
Oh, God.
Listen.
Wasn't she in
Degrassi?
Not just that. She was in New Girl too?
No. She wasn't.
Manny, I feel like I'm making that up. I'm making that up.
She was actually one of the voices of Rick and Morty.
Which voice?
The sister. For like the first 3 seasons.
Huh.
A lot of people didn't know that.
I didn't know that. And I'm an avid Rick and Morty watcher. I love that show.
Shout out to Cassie still. How you doing? She just had a baby.
Good Lord. I hope Cassie still knows you. Shout out to Cassie.
She does. She actually responded to one of my messages on Instagram.
Tell her come on through.
Not message. That's where I don't want to sound like I was DMing her. Grace, I was not DMing that girl.
Whoa.
I commented on her baby post and she responded.
Whoa. You said you DM'd her after her baby post?
Okay.
What'd you say in that DM, sir?
But Cassie, if you see this, you will always come on the show. I'm pretty sure Bravery Studios would love to have you here.
Bravery up. That's my drop, bro. I love that drop, sir. I love that drop, sir.
Going back to Toronto.
Nah, so honestly, though, I'm really excited. Honestly, to me, though, even though J. Cole got dragged into it, I don't look at him as a bystander no more. I want him to step up. I kind of don't want Drake to do anything.
They all bitch
because that's fine.
Kendrick has been going at them since 2013.
I understand, and I'm waiting for one of the straws. Got to break the camel's back at some point, right?
What the Control shit was an entire verse.
I mean,
this shit was just a bar.
I understand. What I'm saying is,
fight back. Come on, come
throw
on.
in the towel.
Do something. Do something. Like, do something. Like,
listen, they're taking the high road.
I rolled my ass.
Honestly, I don't.
That nigga said, "Fuck a big 3, it's big me."
And they not gonna say nothing. And you know what's crazy though? I didn't realize how disrespectful the entire, because it wasn't just a bar. Yeah. It was literally multiple bars. Like have you watched those dissection videos?
It was like 2 or 3.
It wasn't like 2 or 3.
It was not a big chunk of that fucking song.
It was a good amount, enough for me to gas it up for them to want to make some songs about each other, bruh. Listen, I've been excited.
I miss the days.
I miss the days where we had actual lyrics, and now we got people who are charged up to one of them at least to make some good lyrics. Granted, I love the Metro Boomin and Future. First of all, that whole album, I don't know if you bumped the whole thing. It's tough. It's fire. I love it. I'm here for it. But there's times where it's like, yo, I do want to hear some raps, bro. Like, I do miss when people used to really start spitting some stuff, son.
If it stays on it is. Let's not say if. They're not. He's not the type of rapper to be bang, 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 and all
that's
that shit.
where I was going with that originally, what I was talking about with Drake having pull. This going to be raps and that's it,
If they choose to respond, that response is going to be magnifique. It's going to be beautiful.
Whose response?
Cole or Drake.
It better be if they taking this damn long to get us one.
It has to be.
It better be. Ain't no has to. It better.
That shit better win a Grammy.
It better.
But
taking this damn long.
I'm waiting for it because like I love when rap can be this competitive. Like I was so mad that snippet of that Pusha T song came out, and then when he got at Jim Jones. Did you hear Jim Jones' response to that fucking track? Jim came at him.
Like hard.
Listen, I can admit, I do not think Jim Jones is a great rapper. But when I heard...
You don't think he's the greatest rapper alive?
Nah, fuck that. But when I heard his response to Push, that nigga was giving him bars. And, like...
We talking about balling. We talking about Jim Jones.
He was giving Pusha T bars.
Talking about braids with the sweatband.
He shut a lot of us up because a lot of people was like, Jim is never going to respond to Pusha T.
James Jones. That's who you're talking about.
He was giving Pusha bars, and to the point where they just settled it outside of rap. They was like, yo, that shit was fire, blah blah blah. They chopped it up.
Squash it.
Like that. I'm like, whoa. I was waiting for Pusha to respond, but fucking. I also heard that Drake and Future fell out.
They had beef. They had beef a while ago when they was doing that. Like right before the tour that they had. Right after the tour.
Did you hear about what is over?
Yeah, because he didn't want to be in the video or some shit like that. What?
Apparently, this shit's over a girl.
Stop playing. Stop. You're lying. You're lying.
I have no proof of it.
Thinking to myself.
You're lying.
Man.
No,
I have no proof of it.
Not Future.
But for what I saw, and
I expect that from Drake, but not Future.
I'll share to you guys what I saw. It's over a chick.
And put that on the page, bro. Yeah. When y'all watch this, if y'all seeing this on YouTube, check out the IG page so you can see what he's talking about.
Now I put it in the short on YouTube. You guys can see it too. Like, it's over a chick. If that shit is true, y'all both.
Ain't no way.
First of all, you're both pushing 40.
That's what I was about to say. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, son.
Millions of fucking dollars.
Not the way y'all be talking about women y'all out here fighting over
and
one. It better not be that, son.
Listen. I don't mean to demean anybody's looks. I think everyone's beautiful in their own ways. Mm-hmm. But if you see the chick, you could walk outside right now and see somebody who look 10 times better than her.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I get it, but fuck that. For y'all, they made an album together.
Yeah, and they got petty beef. Just to say, and now everybody getting dragged into it.
That shit better not be real, dog.
No, it better not be. Like, I personally, I hope it is that video or song thing over the girl thing.
If these motherfuckers was 19 years old and they fell over,
then I'd be like, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Drake 38. I don't know Future's age, but I'm pretty sure he's right
Future
there.
is probably in his 40s.
Like,
I
nigga,
wouldn't be
what?
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Ain't no way he only about 5 years older than me. I don't believe that. Nah.
That shit crazy.
And the way
dog.
he talk, they bet not be fighting over no chicks. And let me tell you that shit right now.
I wish I would at this big ass age be looking at one niggas like, well, are we arguing about somebody? Like, what we doing?
First of all, let's say this was a alternate universe, us, and we were single, and you came to me talking about something. I'm talking to her. I'm like, all right, bro, this. You know what I mean? Other women. It's statistically been proven that there are more women than men. So why am I really going to get upset about that? You want to go ahead, so I'm not going to fight. This old ass age, bro.
And then,
I'm gonna hurt my back just putting up my fist wanting to fight you. I don't want to do all that.
And I'll end it on this: when you go through heartbreak, and it has to be 10 times worse when it's public. We watch what Rihanna did to Drake. Nothing else should bother you after that.
Seriously. Seriously.
I don't know about you, D. I've had my heart broken a couple of times.
Yeah.
At this current age, it's only so much people can do to throw me off. Like,
Yo, I done seen. Now that I know that I can survive those things, it's like, oh, you trying it?
Yeah,
all right, well, it's not.
okay.
I've already known where the darkest it could get, and I'm here. Yeah, you ain't got shit on me. I don't know what you talking about.
So imagine going through that with millions of dollars in your pocket.
Yeah, I really be in the car like this, wiping my tears with my millions. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad about this.
She
one
want
woman.
Drake, not me.
Man, I'm going to Cabo. What you talking about?
The fuck?
I'm going to Cabo by myself.
Grown ass man. That shit better be a fake story.
Man,
bro.
listen.
I hope Drake and Cole respond soon because we need that.
That would be dope. That'd be dope. And I'm here for Kung Fu Kenny, bro. Whoo! I'm talking about, man, we ain't gonna get into it. We ain't gonna get into it. Because on that note, y'all, it's been real. We've had a great
really
episode.
real.
We love that y'all have joined us yet again.
Season 3, we here, baby!
With that being said, we got some more shenanigans planned. I got some games, Sean, that you don't know about yet. And I'm gonna bring on to a couple of these episodes.
I like
some
surprises.
games that y'all can actively play in the comments after the show has been recorded. But
That's
we'll
dope.
talk more about that. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned to see what I'm talking about, though. That's the only
tuned.
thing. So, with that being said, peace and blessings. No talent beats. Play us out, brother.
Bye!
No talent beats.
So long.
I like your hair.
Bravery Studios forever. Forever. Bravery up.
Yeah. This how Drake,
Yeah, that's
this
my drop right
This
there.
how Drake gonna respond. Kendrick. I shoot you like I got shot on the grassy.
Okay.
You is really assy.
Hey.
That's it.
That's all you
did.
got?
That's it.
I mean, that's one. All right, I got you.
Go ahead, D.
I'm about to jump on the beat, make you tap your feet. But we ain't gonna no Diddy. We ain't gonna talk about no meat.
What?
What?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It kind of rhymed.
Did you say meat?
Yeah, but like a meet-up situation. Y'all be well. Be safe.
Y'all stay away from strangers.